Okay, so it looks like Brazil's Ministry of Justice and Public Security, the ones responsible for game ratings in Brazil, dropped the ball. They let loose the goose. They accidentally leaked a new Metroid game that Nintendo hasn't even announced yet. Metroid Ravenous. Which, just going off that name alone, makes it sound like a sequel to Metroid Dread. If that's the case, then that most likely means that Mercury Steam is returning to make it, and that would be terrific, because Dread is one of the best Metroid games ever made. But let's focus on that name for a second. Metroid Ravenous. It's just got a nice ring to it, and it feels like a fitting title after the events of Dread. If you haven't played Dread yet, then you should click away. I'll give you a second. Alright, so Ravenbeak is technically your father. Samus is now the last Metroid in existence. Samus goes full Metroid and defeats Ravenbeak, and as she tries to escape the planet, she can't operate her ship because if she touches it, she'll drain the ship of its energy because she's still in Metroid form. And just when all hope seems lost, Quiet Robe appears. And even though he's been taken over by an X-Parasite, he still finds the willpower to help her by feeding her Metroid DNA the X-Parasite that took over his body to temporarily revert her to her original form. But if we think about where the story goes on from there, the only thing Quiet Robe was able to do for her was buy her time. Samus still has a major issue on her hands, and it's that her Metroid DNA is taking over her body and making her ravenous. I think this new Metroid game will have Samus consuming life energy from various creatures to stay sane while she tries to find a way to remove the Metroid DNA from her body. Also, the word ravenous could be a play on words, and we might see the return of Ravenbeak. And while he most certainly did die at the end of Dread, death has literally never stopped any Metroid villain from coming back. I mean, Ridley is literally the CEO of returning villains that should be dead. It says the production year for this game is 2026, and this year is the 40th anniversary of Metroid, so we might get an announcement for this game, but I doubt it's coming out this year, though I would love to be proven wrong. I've also been hearing rumors about a Super Metroid remake, which would be a perfect game to hold us over until the release of Metroid Ravenous, but I haven't found any concrete evidence to support that such a remake exists. But after the mixed reception that Metroid Prime 4 got, I think going back to Mercury Steam's 2D style of Metroid is the right call. After all, Metroid Dread is currently the best-selling Metroid game in the franchise, so it makes sense to go back to that. But what do you want to see in Metroid 6? And what's your favorite Metroid game? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.